Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we'll talk about the simple bar chart, which is a diagrammatical representation of our data observations. So simple bar chart, as the name represents, that we will use the bars in this particular chart. It consists of horizontal and vertical bars of equal widths. Like it has the horizontal and the vertical bars that must have the equal widths. Number second, like that their length should be proportional to the values they represent, and the values which they represent, so their length should be proportional to that particular values. In the coming example, I will tell you how that simple bar chart is actually representing and how we draw it. Number third is that it is linear or one dimensional. One dimensional is we are totally actually talking about its length. It's a one dimensional, but we are using is its horizontal and equal widths. We are talking about its width also, but then why we are using its width when we are talking about its only one dimension? So there is a question. I will tell you about its answer. Generally it represents the length of the bar. When we are talking about its linear shape, it represents the length of the bar. As it is linear, so the widths of these bars have no importance. If it is linear, so why we are using its width? It has no importance, but we should take it just for the attraction of a chart. We are using its width just for the attraction of our chart, so that our chart should be more attractive, more beautiful. So we are using its width also. The space representing the bars, the space which represents the bars, let me to give that particular example. So the space which separating the bars should not exceed the width of the bar. This is the space which represent the bars, which are separating the bars. These bars, this space are separating these bars. It should not exceed the width of the bar, the width of this bar. So this space should not exceed the width of this bar and should also be not less than the half of its width. Width, half of its width. It should not be less than of its half. You can see its space. The space is equal space and its width. Look at. So this is the actual meaning of this particular point. And the vertical bar chart is an effective way for presenting a time series, while the horizontal bars are for geographical distribution. When we are using about the vertical bars, actually this is an important and effective way to represent a time series, while the horizontal, it will represent for the geographical distribution. Geo, as we mean geo means like it's earth, so geographical, the geographical distribution it will represent. Here we have an example that draw a simple bar chart to represent the turnover of a company for 5 years. We have the years 1990, 1991 up to 1994, and we have this particular turnover in the rupees. How will we represent that chart? So it's actually the x-axis, and this is actually the y-axis. We will write this here, the values in the 1990. This is 1991 in the x-axis, 1992, 1993 and 1994. And the y-axis we will write first of all a scale like this is, for example, 10,000. This will be the 20,000. It's 30,000. It's 40,000. It's 50,000, and this is 60,000. So in 1990 we have 40,000. Let we have to particularly point out this is actually the 40,000. Like we can draw it. This is 40,000 in this particular. In 1991 we have 43,000. In this 1991 we have 43,000. So in this we will take it like you can see this sense is like 43,000. We'll take it like there. This is 43,000. The spaces between the bars, it should not be less than or greater than this bar, and should not be less than the half of these bars. And like the same we have for the 1992 we have 47,000, and that is like somewhat you can say like this. This in 1993 we have 53, in 1994 we have 57. So the 53 is like here. And we have 57 1994 like this. This 1994. So this is actually the simple bar chart for the turnover values in 1990 from 1994. X-axis. I also tell you about the x-axis is an independent variable like time. We taking this independent variable because time is independent, we cannot control it. While the y-axis we have dependent variable. So that's all.